Hello everyone. So recently I saw a clip of an interview that the City Girls was doing with Nick Cannon. And Nick Cannon asked a common question of, what advice would you give? And JT gave a very shady response, honey. And, among the many things that she said, wrap it up. And then, there was laughter in the room. And then after that, it was just like, wait, Nick Cannon, we talking about you. Now, if you guys don't know already, Nick Cannon has been on some sort of baby making marathon. Okay, honey. It just seems like he's got one woman pregnant after the other. Y'all know what's up. But see, Nick Cannon's response to JT's advice about wrapping it up had me thinking about some things, because he said, I'm doing this on purpose. A lot of people went off like, you're doing this on purpose? Like, what are you talking about? But I'm going to get into that a little deeper as we go into this video here. But I'm going to play that clip and I'm going to come back in with my commentary.
If you had to give me one piece of advice, JT, what would it be? Real advice now.
I mean, just stay true to yourself and wrap it up. Like, wrap it up. Unless
like, wrap it up, like, hurry up and wrap it up.
No,
like,
wrap it up as in
protect yourself.
Wrap it up and protect yourself. Like,
I'm having these kids on purpose.
Okay, so if you having them on purpose, then fuck what I'm saying.
Accident.
Okay, so if you having these kids on purpose, then it's nothing I can tell you about your life, because I don't want nobody telling me shit. So just be the best you.
Talk your shit. What is it? Some advice for me? She told me have fun, but wrap it up. Trust me, there's a lot of people I could have got pregnant that I didn't.
Okay, but just have fun, continue to have fun.
The ones that was supposed to get pregnant.
Okay.
I say YOLO.
There it is. You only live once.
Right.
That's true. I say you only get one trip.
That's how I live my life. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm gonna live my life.
Now, I think we all can agree that Nick Cannon having multiple children with multiple women is absolutely reckless and irresponsible, especially with him not being married to any of these women anymore or at all, right? But for him to say that he's doing this on purpose is only adding fuel to the fire and sparking controversy. But for me also, it is sparking my curiosity to understand the purpose behind why he's doing this and understanding the concept of impregnating multiple children in this way. Now, I'm going to take y'all down memory lane. If you guys remember, Nick Cannon was married to Mariah Carey, the Mariah Carey, from 2008 to 2016. He had twins with Mariah Carey, April 2011, Monroe and Moroccan. Then, as you can see, they got a divorce. He started dating Brittany Bell. They had their first child February 2017, Golden, and their second child December 2020, Powerful. Then June 14th, 2021, Abby De La Rosa has twins with Nick Cannon, Zion and Zillan, and then 9 days later, okay, Nick Cannon has a child with one of his Wildin' Out girls, Alyssa Scott, on June 23rd, 2021, Zen. All right. So as you can see, Nick Cannon has been on a roll. I want to pull back in this conversation that we're having here and isolate the topic of Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey, because they were actually in an effort to build a family structure of some sort in terms of going through the process of courting, dating, engagement, marriage, and having children together. But, unfortunately, they ended up getting a divorce back in 2016. Things didn't work out. But Nick Cannon said in an interview that he was never getting married again.
When are they going to call your next wife?
I'm never getting married again.
No, he's having a party.
No.
Oh,
that doesn't make sense. Marriage is not
He
for
said
me.
that too.
I did.
Oh, see, but
I met a
how
great-
long did it take before?
A year. I was married again. I was
I'm
with
out here
someone.
enjoying myself. I would never fucking do it again, because marriage is supposed to make you better, right? Like,
Yeah.
your marriage make you better. I'm good.
Right. You're already perfect.
Like, I feel like I'm evolved, and like it becomes stressful for me. Even my doctors say, like, if I'm in a relationship, that could fuck up my
There's
whole.
not the right relationship,
What
maybe.
I need.
Wait
you.
a second. Where is what is
I need
this?
you,
What is
brother.
this doctor? He said to you.
A doctor
the
said
doctor.
you
Let me
can't
quote
get
that.
Said, like you said, relationships are stressful.
Yeah. Well, they
It
are,
is.
but they could also be mellowing.
I've never been in a mellowing relationship.
Really?
Introduce me to that chick.
But why is that? What is it with you and women that they can't be a relaxed relationship? I mean, Mariah.
Because I'm a pleaser, so I want to be like, I want to do right, and
Yeah,
then
but
because
Mariah's a handful because she, of course, is a diva and she's very big famous woman. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But forget that.
But I like those type of women.
And then financially.
See, that's
now,
not the right woman.
And then Nick.
You keep over there. You shooting your shot. You keep letting me.
But Nick, financially, you now got to support. You're gonna have to work out a child support payment thing.
But that's fine.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, like that's something that should happen. Howard. You should always take care of your children. Yeah. Child support is set up for people who don't take care of their kids.
Right. Well, you should. I'm just saying, who needs the I mean, if you'd want to rob her, maybe you wouldn't have that financial burden. You know what I'm saying? You would have saved yourself a lot of dough.
Okay, from now on, I will make sure that.
Warren Buffett says compounded interest is the most important thing. So there's money right out the window.
There it is. But I believe, like, as a man, we're supposed to make sure, like, I'm happy to have children. I always wanted 5 children.
Married again, like, he can only go but so far with the women that he deals with. And the highest that he'll go with those women is making them the mother of his child or children. And for the women that he's dealt with and had children with so far, I wonder if, Nick Cannon not being there will eventually take a psychological toll on them. Or maybe they don't even care because Nick Cannon has money, and money could be seen as a cure-all. It's a compensation for time. Oh, I'm financially taken care of. Everything is okay. Not really. So between Nick Cannon purposely having these children, not wanting to get married, and can we also talk about the fact that, like, he said he could have got some other women pregnant, and there was one young lady that had a miscarriage. This just all seems like a concoction of some mess, honey. Now, many of you may know, if not already, that Nick Cannon has lupus, and he's been dealing with this autoimmune disease for years now, right? So with Nick Cannon saying, hey, I'm having these children on purpose, it's like, let's explore that idea, especially based off of Nick Cannon's discussions about his health condition, right? So firstly, I heard a rumor that Nick Cannon is having multiple children in order to find a bone marrow match to treat his lupus. And if you guys don't know, bone marrow is used to treat various autoimmune diseases, one of them being lupus, right? So he has these multiple children in hopes of finding a bone marrow match. Now, I've also seen a video clip of Nick Cannon basically saying that having these multiple children is some sort of fulfillment, like a matters of, hey, let me check these things off of my bucket list. Like, okay, I'm having, these children. I know that I have lupus and it's worsening and it's not getting any better, so forth and so on, right? I'm going to play that clip of Nick Cannon basically discussing that whole matter.
In the hospital over Christmas, which fucking sucked.
Yeah, let's talk about that. This is this lupus thing again, right?
Yeah.
Are you working too much still? Are you going at it too hard in life?
Everybody says that. You've been saying that for years. When you experience near-death situations,
Yes.
life-threatening situations, it's honest, it's real. I feel like, I'm running out of time. When every time I think I'm doing good, then I got to go back to the fucking hospital, and it's
Do you
like,
fear death?
I almost died this time, the blood clots and shit. I don't fear it. I welcome it. I got to a space now where it's like, it's probably going to happen. I'm probably going to die sooner than most people, and because that's what the doctor said. But I'm living life like,
no. What did the doctor?
I might die in the morning, so let's fuck all night.
Nick, what did yeah, right. Well, now you got a point. The doctors.
Why wear condoms? I might not be here tomorrow.
But Nick, the doctors have said to you, Nick,
when it gets serious,
could you die a very young man? Could you die like in your 40s?
Yeah.
So they're predicting that this will progress?
This is what you got to realize. Like, the 5 blood transfusions was because, like, if they didn't do that, I would have died.
Yeah.
The blood clots from the last time I was in the hospital, the doctor literally said to me, I don't understand how you're still alive.
Oh.
Like, you have you have 2 blood clots in your lung and 1 in your heart, like that.
But Nick, what if the doctors are wrong and now you're a 90-year-old man with 100 kids? You lived your
That's
life.
fucking amazing. They're like Job from the Bible.
You say, wait, I was supposed to die in my 40s, and now I got 100 kids. I'm bankrupt.
Now let's explore the possibility of these purposes here. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's a rumor that Nick Cannon is having multiple children in order to find a bone marrow match for his lupus, right? However, after doing some research, there's a very small chance of there being a bone marrow match between the parent and the child. You have Nick Cannon, who did this interview on the Howard Stern show where he basically said, hey, my health is deteriorating. I'm running out of time. Like, why not get these women pregnant? And I know he was joking, but at the same time, like, do you not see the path that Nick Cannon is on? And, I'm a believer in the fact that, like, there is truth in jokes. So I'm not focused on the rumor of Nick Cannon having multiple children with multiple women in order to find a bone marrow match for his lupus. I'm focused on the fact that Nick Cannon really seems to be on the path of fulfillment in terms of, hey, my health is deteriorating. Why not spread my seeds all over the place? These women are agreeing to having children with me, and it's all working out for me. This is all for Nick Cannon. When you break it down, again, this is all for Nick Cannon and what he wants. And these women are agreeing to, having children with Nick Cannon, but at the same time, these women are not going through the natural process of meeting someone, liking them, courting, dating, possibly getting engaged, married, and hoping for a great future, along with having children. This all seems to be maybe an agreement or contractual of some sort. And see, this is the thing. If Nick Cannon is asking these women, hey, do you mind having my child or my children? I don't think Nick Cannon understands the magnitude of that question, because pregnancy is a very complex thing, right? When it comes to pregnancy, I don't think men understand that women go through so much. You get pregnant, you're super excited, and then comes the sickness. And sometimes you can't work. Women develop disorders and diseases from pregnancy. There's times when you cannot walk. There's times when, you're developing depression, your hair's falling out, your toenails are falling off. Your nose is spreading. You're not feeling like yourself. There's women that go to the delivery room that are in labor for hours or maybe days, okay? There's women that don't even make it out of the delivery room, if you understand what I'm saying. So asking a woman to have your child is a lot, and you're taking your chances by asking this woman to have your child or your children. That's why, and I definitely believe this, that children should be made in love. And again, men don't understand it because they will never go through it. They will never go through the whole process of their body changing and their bones and organs shifting and looking in the mirror and seeing someone else. They will never go through that process, so they don't understand it. So a casual question is just nothing to them. They don't have to go through it. And there are so many people that will say, well, Nick Cannon has money, those kids are taken care of. Let's talk about that. Money is a tangible thing. That's something you can touch. That's something you can give. But the children that are being brought into the world by Nick Cannon need intangible things as a part of their growth process. They need the bonding. They need the time. They need the love. They need the affection. They need Nick Cannon's energy there. And it's Nick Cannon is not there to give them that. And so if you're in professions like me, right, where you work with children, you will know that from the ages of 0, and when I say 0, that means birth, from 0 to 18, that's very important years of growth for the child, and they need that mother and father figure in their life. But from 0 to 5 years old, that is very critical years of growth. They definitely need the mother and the father in the home. So for Nick Cannon to not be there, he's robbing his children of the opportunity of actually bonding, loving, growing, and getting to know their father. Because he just had a set of twins. Now he has to go be with the other child that he had. And he also needs to make sure that he's tending to his children that he had with Brittany Bell. And he needs to make sure he's taking care of Monroe and Moroccan. I know that those twins are 10 years old. They still need Nick Cannon in the home. So he's not there. So Nick Cannon's whole idea of fulfilling himself and having these kids on purpose is actually not effective. Money can't buy the time that's lost that he's not spending time with these children, right? So let's flip this entire situation on its head, right? What if this was a woman that had 7 children by multiple men? People would definitely be coming down on her, be calling her a whore, okay? Would say, she has no standards at all. And opposed to a man, it's just like, oh, you having another baby? Like, what's going on? Like, we need to wrap it up. That's just casual talk. But for a woman, they would be coming down on her. Like, you need to keep your legs closed. But the same thing could apply to a man, right? But when it comes to double standards for men and women, it doesn't always work out in the favor of either gender. In this case, it doesn't work out for a woman. For women, we are a delicacy to this earth based off of how we are designed by nature. Like, we are to be respected by the opposite gender, which is men, right? In the way we hold ourselves, what our bodies are capable of doing, we have to uphold the beauty standards, and men are to respect that, and we are to respect ourselves. So when we do things that men do, it doesn't look good. So we should strive to do the best that we can do. There really are women out there that are having multiple children by multiple men, and it comes to a point where it's just like, okay, are you aiming to settle down? Like, what is going on with you? Men don't get that same pressure, like for some men it's just like, wow, dog, you out here doing your thing. A woman can't say that to another woman. Her advice would be like, sis, you need to tie them tubes. You understand what I'm saying? So in this situation, I definitely would say that, like, a woman could not do this. I'm sorry. That's just the nature of the beast. So if somebody were to say, well, if a woman has 7 kids, we would have to come down on her too. But the way people would come down on her is like a whole different ball game, honey. Okay? So just to put everything into perspective, and this is what I'm gathering here, right, is that Nick Cannon is having these children on purpose as a form of fulfillment based off of his health conditions. And I don't find it to be practical, because I believe that he's robbing the children that he's bringing to the world and the mothers the opportunity to actually build a family structure naturally. So, I know that these women are saying, hey, I'm agreeing to doing this. I'm okay with it. However, if Nick Cannon didn't have any money, this whole thing wouldn't work. Now, there are men that are out here that are impregnating women, and they don't have money like that. And they are letting these women fall by the wayside. Shoot, there's men that are like Nick Cannon. They have money, and they still, not able to give the time to these women. Either way, it's all about time. It's all about being with these children and being able to bond with them and give them that love and affection that they need, especially during the crucial years of life. And I think for Nick Cannon, with what he's going through, I believe that he can achieve the fulfillments that he wants out of life in different ways, like traveling around the world, one shot, going to Italy, horseback riding, bungee jumping. Those are fulfillments. But bringing life into the world, I wish it was one of those things where he maybe would have reevaluated whatever he was trying to do. But that's neither here nor there. But guys, give me your thoughts. Tell me how you feel about Nick Cannon having these children on purpose. All right, you guys take care.